Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball. Yeah, hi, welcome back. This is another what?
The balls.
This is another episode of Yank's Watch Red Dwarf. I'm Master 101, and we did not just spend the last good 10 minutes troubleshooting audio issues, only for it to turn to be my fan. Rest of you introduce yourselves.
What if the balls also got hard?
Stay tuned for live coverage of World War 3.
Yeah. Avery here, the resident non-Yank.
Right.
I'm someone.
And today we finally did it. We watched Me2.
We all had sex.
Yeah. That's what the
Me squared.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I like Me2. I was saying it as Me squared.
Hashtag me too.
Oh shit, hang on. I forgot to Red what?
Nick, of course you enjoy the Me. So Nick is a really big fan of the Me Too movement. In fact, he's part of the reason it started.
Don't say that.
You're gonna get him canceled on YouTube.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's the year 2025.
Oh, as if that's
You
the
can't
worst
get
thing any of us
canceled.
have said on recording.
You know what? That's fair. Anyway, so me.
Remember on YouTube where someone filmed a dead body hanging from a tree and now that man still has a successful career? Yeah, you can't fucking get canceled for shit.
Remember when his lunchbox his Lunchables ripoff contained
Poison people?
poison people because it contained moldy food because he didn't know what a fucking preservative was?
And lead.
And lead.
Remember when a convicted felon became president of the United States after being impeached?
Anyway,
Maybe it'll happen a second time.
Me squared. This is the last episode of season 1. It's the 6th episode. Surprise. So Avery, is there a reason why British seasons run so shortly?
Well, in this case, it's because this was a very kind of low-budget production. The BBC was very hesitant to give this the green light initially, just because it's... So they ended up in, like, one of the studios, I believe, in Liverpool, which is kind of one of the smaller... I don't think it exists anymore. The smaller, shittier studios that the BBC had in the country. So they didn't have much faith in it, so they didn't greenlight that many episodes.
Gotcha. So there was a very high chance of like not more Red Dwarf being made after this.
If it didn't end up being a complete and utter smash hit, yes.
Yeah. Could you imagine a world where Red Dwarf ended with Me squared? Because I sure can't.
Or you're not sharing your screen.
Huh? Oh. Give me a second.
We are totally professionals on this.
Nobody said anything beforehand.
Me squared.
Hang on.
Well, I tried adding you, but you always have your ads turned on.
Well, yeah, because I have streamer mode enabled when we record with OBS, because whenever I start recording, 5 different groups that I'm in that I think I have, muted, start going off all at the same time. Like, hey, check out this thing. No, check out this thing. And it's like, will you guys stop? Anyway, Me squared. Can everybody see the screen?
Yep.
Okay, cool. This is I would say this is another Rimmer centric episode, right?
I mean, there's 2 of him, so you'd kind of think so.
Yeah, but they're both insufferable. Anyway, so if people can remember from the last episode, Rimmer had tricked Lister into basically creating another copy of him I don't understand how that would work technically, because I think there's only isn't there like only one of everybody's like holograph disc?
I mean, you can just copy discs.
You just copy discs.
Hmm.
He copied it so he could put it in the Kachansky case to trick Lister.
Yeah, but wouldn't you need the disc to begin with? Like
There's probably extra discs.
I guess.
Yeah, like blank ones.
Well, no, I mean, like wouldn't you need to take the original disc out to like copy it to a different like disc, like the
Where's
backup
the
disc?
The disc is probably in
Yeah.
a console somewhere.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, I was scrolling through to see if there. Wow, that took a hot second. Internet, I do not. That does not forego very well. Anyway, so following from the last episode, there are now 2 Rimmers running around the ship. Honestly, if I was Lister, I would go full The Shining on the ship. Because you could
blow a dude in a furry costume.
no, I'd start taking axes to things.
Freeze to death in a hedge maze.
Possibly. Anyway, we
Blow
open.
the boiler.
We open with Lister basically.
Kill the only black guy you know.
Jesus Christ. We open with Lister basically sorting everything in his and Rimmer's room. That's when Rimmer comes in. And is basically, oh, I'm hot shit, and the reason why I've never been able to get anywhere in my life is specifically because of you, because you've been holding me back my whole life somehow. And then Lister helps Rimmer move into the room next door, which has Lister 2.0, now with more insufferable.
But yes.
Yeah, Rimmer.
We'll call him Rim Job for right now.
No, that's too good for him. He doesn't deserve good things.
But yeah, Rimmer basically, like, the first Rimmer basically is like, I'm gonna do great things now because there's 2 of me in my life now, and I'm gonna, like, that's gonna be cool. And I don't have to put up with your shit anymore. And then also we have a side plot where Cat is in heat.
Well, no,
No.
he's just doing the cat thing that cats do.
Really?
Only,
Yowl and try to attract
only
mates.
female cats get into heat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just running around, like, I don't know if you hear it at night, like, cats yowling, just trying to, yeah.
No, because whenever
attract a mate on the ship of only 3 people.
I mean, hey, have you ever been to AO3? There's probably plenty of fan fiction
I don't
between
know
the
what
3 of
that
them.
is.
Archive of Our Own? The fan fiction
It's
website?
a fan fiction website, but moving swiftly on.
Yeah. Anyway, Avery, to
No,
answer...
I just didn't understand the word that he said.
Oh. Anyway, Avery, to answer your question, no, when I hear things outside scream in the night, I open my window and I shoot at it. Because I don't want to know what's... I don't want to know what's making... I'm
Because
kidding.
you live in America.
I'm kidding. I don't do that. Then afterwards, we start to see the cracks of their Rimmer and Rimmer's relationship start to show because the rib crack.
Because it turns out they're both insufferable. It turns out.
Well, so here's the thing: Rimmer 2 is like a little bit more insufferable than Rimmer, like, regularly, because Rimmer was like setting up like normal. What's the word? Like, oh, hey, let's get up at like 6, like, let's get up at like around 6. And then Rimmer,
No 5, no 4, no 3.
yeah. Rimmer squared was like, actually, let's get up at 4. And then immediately following that is like, well, we gotta, like, check on the ship first before we go to bed. And, like, I might, I think I would chalk it up to Rimmer 2, what's the word? So, I'm gonna have trouble explaining this. So Rimmer, like the original Rimmer, is a holograph of Rimmer before he died. So you kind of have, like, Rimmer will have all of his Rimmerisms from being alive. But then Rimmer 2.0, if I feel like, is a hologram of a hologram. Does that make sense? So, like, I guess, like, he has more of a,
Not
like,
really.
like a more, like, like, mechanical work ethic and stuff. Like, he, like, can go longer. But also, it's kind of weird at the end of the day that Rimmer gets tired in general because he's a hologram.
Because the actor has to be tired.
Anyway, so yeah, basically the two Rimmers can't get along.
Well, they get along until they can't, because hey, it turns out when you live like that, you have an incredible amount of self-loathing.
Yeah.
Also, the part where Rimmer was always blaming everybody else for all of his problems.
Yeah. Oh, also at some point, we get a scene of Lister, in his room being gross, and also finding that, oh wait,
Just
sorry.
just
Thank you.
because like I can finally
Like an
just
Oregon Trail
do
sound effect.
things.
I'm dying of dysentery. Help.
Yeah, I do feel like Rimmer is obviously way too much of an asshole to Lister, but also Lister is just kind of gross.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I mean, Lister's gross, but he's not. Yeah, like Lister's me. Let's be honest. I get a little gross.
I mean, like this is kind of gross, but like fundamentally, he's still like a decent person.
Yeah, like yeah. No, you're right. Like at the end of the day, Lister. Like if there is something, like if there's a fault, like Lister like doesn't blame anybody. Like doesn't blame any of the other two people on the ship. He's like, you know what? That was my bad. As compared to Rimmer, who has like a laundry list of reasons why he didn't make any of his like, he didn't succeed any of his tests, was because of like, or it's because Lister did this, or Lister did that, or Lister did these other things. But anyway, as the two Rimmers are having a little scuffle, and Lister is being gross, he finds Rimmer's death video. Video eulogy. Sorry.
Yeah, when he was cleaning. Yeah, because he was cleaning out the room because Rimmer was going to move into his own room with his doppelganger, and it's like, wait, why do you both live in the same room if you have separate rooms?
Yeah, that is a little weird.
Yeah.
Like if there was a choice to like get away from somebody that you don't like, that you like sleep with, like take the exit.
I think
It's
it's
just like most of
probably just force of habit because they used the share quarters before shit went on.
I would say there's like every other bedroom on the ship is open.
I mean, there might be some skeletons someplace.
Yes, but
I forget,
what I
it's
think
like
you underestimate is if they didn't share a room, there wouldn't be nearly as much
Sexual
Comedy.
tension.
comedy.
Yes, comedy. Comedy. Yes.
comedy.
Not that other word I said.
Wasn't it established that like there's a bunch of the ship like closed off due to the radiation leak, and that's basically their way of explaining why this ship is so huge, but there's so few sets.
it's
Like stuff
kind of-
wasn't decontaminated, but now it's been decontaminated, so there's not really an excuse anymore.
I think it's the decontamination is like an ongoing process. I think is the deal. But
Maybe I know I remember like in the first episode, Holly was like it took several like 1,000 years to be for the ship to decontaminate to a point where I could let you out. So like maybe like some part of the ships are still like really irradiated and stuff. But yeah. Anyway, so during the video, we get to witness Rimmer's last few moments of really fucking the pooch, if so to speak.
Oh Oh, but don't forget the preamble.
Oh yeah, no. He recites a lot of poetry and shit, and Lister is how did he? What was the word he used?
He was
went
he was comparing himself
spin
to
on.
like he,
Was what
he was
Lister was
comparing himself to like Caesar and Napoleon,
Oh gee. Oh yeah.
and reading off a bunch of poetry, and that Lister kept having to fast forward through.
I think I think Lister.
Just in one key moment being like, if Napoleon had to share a Lister, he'd be peeling spuds in Corsica.
And like he has this death recording because he's like, oh yeah, people record weddings and other things, like births or whatever, so why don't they record deaths?
Well,
Which he also has a death recording, but it's also like the death recording of everyone on the bridge. Because everyone died at
Everybody
the
was
same
also
time.
there.
well, also like a video will or like a video eulogy. I don't think are necessarily like weird.
But the recording of the death, that's
Yes.
Yeah. But then as he is dying from the radiation link causing explosive decompression or something, because he got knocked the fuck back.
Along with everybody else.
I think that was the drive plate of the like reactor giving up. I think was the explosion.
So basically, Rimmer caused the explosion that killed everybody on the ship.
Yep. And then his last words were about gazpacho.
Gazpacho soup.
Gazpacho soup. Now tell me, people who are watching at home, what is the sexiest character from Chowder have to do with Rimmer's death? Why'd I say that?
You say a lot of things.
Why do you say so many things that you say?
I don't know. Look, gazpacho from Chowder's hot, right? Like, we can all agree? Yes? Say something about him, please.
He has the voice of Master Shake.
It's not a plus point. I fucking hate Master Shake.
I kind of like that voice actor is at least getting work in other things. Because I know he voiced like Plastic Man in Justice League Action, which seemed like a good fit.
And then he was also the ghost in the Ghost of Molly McGee.
Yes.
The weirdest thing I've seen him in is he was in. I'm fairly certain he was in an anime dub. I remember where there are like 3 yokai and this one girl.
Oh, wrong Schneider. Sorry, I was gonna look up
What are you doing?
I'm looking up to see what he was recently in, because I think he's in that new dating sim, Date Everything, as well.
Oh dear. Voice the cup.
That would be
Hollywood slur.
That would be fucking hilarious. Hang on, sorry. We'll continue. We'll continue talking about Red Dwarf in just a second. Well, actually, I have to wait for his fucking Wikipedia page to load on my phone. So I think something's going.
Part with the computer pulling the.
Oh yeah, that was really funny. So at a midway point in the episode, what's the word? Holly gets Lister's attention. Is like, hey, Lister bestie. Some ships. Yeah, no, that's how I said it.
Yeah,
what do you say? They're like bikers or something. Yeah, they're coming for you because you left like two German sausages out before you left, and then now that the mold from them has overtaken most of the earth. Also, because you had some money left over in the bank, it is now grown to. You now own like 92 point whatever % of all the money in the world. Also, you left the light bulb on the whole time, so these people from the electric company want several billion pounds in compensation.
And then
April Fools.
Yeah, at the end of everything, Lister's like, "Oh shit, really?" And then Holly's like, "Lol, no, April Fools." And then Lister's like,
And then he puts out the Groucho Marx mustache.
the Groucho Marx mustache was the best part of that bit. I fucking love a Groucho Marx.
Because it just cuts to him normal, cuts away, cuts back, and he's got the mustache and glasses.
But then it's like, but it's not April. It's like, well, yeah, but I couldn't wait on a bit this good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives it 6 months.
But then, what's next? After, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place. After Lister watches the death tape, he goes to Rimmer. It's like, hey, what's up?
Note.
The Death Note, yeah, goes up to Rimmer and is like, hey, so what was up with your final words being gazpacho? And Rimmer's like, I don't think that's any of your fucking business, dude. And
he's having the robots paint the gray interior an intangibly different shade of gray because he's a tight ass.
I mean, he do have a tight ass.
I'm begging you to raise your standards, please. Pick them up off the floor.
Yeah, but eventually leading to a massive argument between the Rimmers.
Where
About
I think they were just arguing because, like, for the sake of arguing. Yeah, because original flavor Rimmer, like, is getting kind of like sick of like Rimmer 2.0 because like Rimmer 2.0 is a way harder worker. He's way more anal than Rimmer original. Blah 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 blah, and then Rimmer 2.0 brings up the fact that like, hey, your whole family probably thinks, like, your whole family thinks you sucked. And that was kind of the tipping point for original Ripper. And...
Ripper.
Yeah, Ripper.
Original Ripper.
Jack the Ripper from Fate Grand Order or whatever.
Yeah, Fate Grand... No, it would be Fate Apocrypha.
Basically, they're all arguing. They're both arguing at each other, and one of them they're saying increasingly hurtful things about how their parents didn't love them.
That's how I feel sometimes. What who said that? Eventually, because of the arguing, Rimmer makes his way back to his shared room with Lister. Lister has been listening to this the whole time, by the way, because they have been yelling at each other. And their room is right next to his. And Lister's just like, hey,
They have better soundproofing in the future.
Yeah, you would think so. But Lister's like, hey, is everything all good? And Rimmer is like, yeah, no, just, spending a little time apart. And then we go forward.
They act like they're having a breakup.
Yeah. Rimmer is one of those gays that would date, like, basically a carbon copy of themselves. Anyway, so
And of course, since Lister has Rimmer out of his room, he's basically acting disgusting and doing everything that Rimmer hated, and then realizing, wait, this is a terrible idea, and just puts everything back.
Yeah. And honestly, that's how I feel. So, like this is why I couldn't hypothetically live on my own, because I'm a very gross person.
Yeah.
But being gross would be ideal for living alone, because then who else is going to bother you?
Well, no, so here's the thing. I'm a very gross person who lets, like, shit get really gross, but I, like that's me physically, but mentally I can't handle a dirty room for very long, but also mentally, I have, not, like, what's the word? I can't be bothered to, like, pick stuff up. Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
You're a slob who hates themselves for being a slob.
Yeah.
I have the opposite problem. Is I can completely overlook the filth in my house because the entire house is filth. Everybody here is like this.
Damn. Anyway, we jump cut to Oh yeah, and I forgot. While Lister was trying to figure out the whole gazpacho thing, he sneaks into the Rimmer Squared's room and finds Rimmer's diary and figures out that he ate gazpacho soup back before the ship blew up. And as that is happening, the cat comes out of Rimmer's fucking locker and it's like he won't find that for a while until he changes his boots. And, and once again, I am a child, and I think shit jokes are very funny.
But you draw the line at cottage cheese.
Fuck
Don't
cottage
bring that up
cheese.
again.
All my homies hate cottage cheese.
Well, once again, Chris, nobody would actually do what I said regarding milk and that other thing. But like, if you go to enough doors knocking for Satan, Satan's eventually gonna open one of those doors. You know what I mean?
Satan appears.
Yeah, but then we get to the scene in the cinema.
Yeah. So I don't know what they were talking about exactly with like Hitchcock and stuff because that was clearly a cartoon.
They made it.
They're
That-
fucking.
Yeah, they
with
made a
him.
joke saying, "It's Hitchcock."
Ah.
No, that was the joke.
And Rimmer was
is
like,
that-
yes, I'd recognize this.
That Rimmer was so up his own arse that he doesn't actually know anything about. But he's like, oh no, this is Citizen Kane, of course.
Lister and Kat are watching the movie, and then original Rimmer comes into the room. I assume to get away from duplicate Rimmer. And as they're watching the movie, second Rimmer comes into the room and, causes a whole thing by sitting in front of Rimmer and blocking his sight, basically. And Lister has finally had it with their little lover's quarrel, and it's like, one of you needs to fuck off.
They keep sitting in front of each other so they can't see the screen.
Yes. And
And
so...
they start doing shadow puppets.
Oh, God. Once again, at this point, I would have shining the ship at I don't know how you would kill a hologram, but I feel like it would be visceral and upsetting. What was I gonna say?
Yeah, but Lister just goes, no, fuck this, one of you's gotta go.
And then
He does like eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
yeah,
Pick one.
oh, yeah, ippy dippy. Like, is that a thing over in the UK?
There's a few variants. The one I've moved, ip, dip, dog shit, fucking bottle smelling, you are not it.
What? Okay.
Hey there.
I'm pretty sure that's like the...
Huh?
There's like a George Carlin bit where it's like the worst cheer ever, and it's like, rat shit, bat shit,
Rat shit,
tough
dirty
stuff,
old
fuck,
fuck.
69
69 assholes.
assholes tied in a knot.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
I just do Team
George
Miranda
Carlin.
dos Pergues, Kugaramaka.
I just make a fucking choice because I'm not a pussy.
But
Yes, you are.
you are notoriously notoriously inept at actually making choices.
There is a PG version of Ip Dip Doo, which is just Ip Dip Doo, the cat's got the flu, the dog's got the measles, so out goes you. Is like the kid-friendly version. But anyway.
Brayden, how have you been doing? You've been quiet this whole time.
Raiden died 74 years ago in the war.
Oh shit. Oh, I
You
think
can't gazpacho soup.
I think Brayden conked out at his computer because we remember the last time we were recording, or we were just hanging out or something, and Brayden conked out at his computer.
Say
Brayden!
disparaging things about him.
Hey, you
Go
guy!
towards the light.
Wait, sorry, I was about to pull up the
I have an
soundboard.
idea.
Are you gonna call him?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh wait, hang on. I saw his thing light up.
That was probably farting.
He actually fucking fell asleep.
Just needs to fucking quit his job, I swear. He's not proving anything to anybody.
Should I pause the recording for right now?
Figure it that way.
Okay, yeah, we'll keep going. It'll be funnier. Finally, I almost said Brayden picked, but no.
No.
Okay, Lister like picks Original Rimmer, and Original Rimmer's like, "Oh, you're picking me to stay, right?" And Lister's like, "No, I'm picking you to get the fuck out. You need to."
Which it shouldn't matter which one he kills because they're both the same person. But of course, they're both like, well, it doesn't matter which one you pick, but you should pick them, the other one.
Well, I mean, I still feel like Rimmer 2 is like way more intense, you know? Like he's never been this much of a hard like
They're the same person. The reason why they're so intense is because they're incredibly self-loathing.
And they're feeding off each other.
They're insufferable assholes.
Hey, Brain's back.
Brain's back.
What happened?
Oh, I fell asleep.
Yeah, that's what we
God.
thought.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You were just really
Yeah, it's funnier this way.
yeah, you were just really quiet for the whole thing, and it's like, huh, Brayden hasn't like jumped in with any thoughts and opinions. Let's put him on the spot because I like to put my friends on the spot. Anyway,
There was just nothing.
yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway,
And then I called you.
yeah. So as we get, I guess I'll ask for your thoughts and feelings at the end.
Go fall asleep.
But they start getting the execution air quote ready, and you know they're chilling in the main room, and not in the captain's room, and Lister 2.0 wants to like watch the execution, but Lister's like fuck off.
That was Cat.
Oh wait, no, the cat wanted.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they both wanted to watch it, but
The cat was there. You know,
yeah.
watching it.
But Lister,
Yeah, the second rumor came, Lister was just like, "Fuck off, go away."
yeah. And then as they pass each other, Rimmer 2 calls Rimmer 1 a Nancy, and Rimmer 1 is like all dressed up in like his captain memorabilia, only to reveal that all of his
because he's got like a full Navy uniform on with all these medals.
Where
You can see the picture down
where
there.
did he get this Navy uniform? Oh yeah, hang on, I'll click on it.
Holly can make anything.
Yeah, he can just request any outfit from Holly, and Holly can give it to him.
I would have put him in a sundress if I was Holly, and not tell him.
Yeah, but then it was revealed that all those medals were 3 years long service, 6 years long service, 9 years long service, and 12 years long service.
Oh, also, here's the picture of Holly in those Groucho Marx glasses. And then, sorry, here's Rumor, Lister picking. Anyway, so, as, they're getting ready... oh yeah, on to my second bit of the episode, where Rimmer takes several shots of whiskey.
I mean, he's about to die, so...
It's like,
Yeah,
I want it neat. With ice, squeeze lemon, and then like something else.
And a cherry.
Like,
yeah.
And he doesn't. The thing is that he doesn't drink them. He just, because he's a hologram, the alcohol is just sort of like beamed directly into him.
Yeah.
So he just becomes progressively more drunk as he requests more shots.
Yeah, that was a really funny bit. But then, before Lister is going to hit the button, he asks Rimmer one more time, what's the deal with gazpacho soup? And it is then revealed,
What's the deal with gazpacho soup?
It is then revealed that at a certain point back when he was alive, Rimmer's dream of having a shred of respect was granted to him when he was invited to sit at the captain's table for dinner. However, when he was brought gazpacho soup out to be eaten, he had it sent back and had the chef heat it up, not realizing that gazpacho soup is meant to be served cold. And so
Then
everybody
jumps in this whole rant about like if only in basic training they had taught people that gazpacho soup is supposed to be served cold instead of asking people. It's like, hey, is your soup also cold? And people are like, yeah, it's supposed to be in that way. And you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Never had gazpacho before. And then unless the other person is being an incredible asshole, they'll probably just be like, okay.
Yeah,
But it's the fact that he would like called the
on
chef.
top of everything else, he's rude to wait staff.
Yeah.
Well, it's all. What's the word? I assume other people would have gotten their soups first as well, so he probably would have seen other people eating their soup, and like he's.
Well, yeah, like I'm thinking, like my reaction is if we were eating soup together and we got gazpacho, and then like Braden is like, "Hey, is your soup also cold?" And we're like, "Yeah, it's supposed to be that way because it's gazpacho." And then we'll just be like, "Okay," and then we just eat the gazpacho.
And
Yeah, like
Yeah,
normally,
you're a normally adjusted human being.
But if we got like tomato soup, and you're like, "Hey, is your tomato soup also cold?" Yeah, we should probably see. We should probably ask if we can get it heated up. Because you're supposed to usually eat tomato soup hot.
it kind of reminds me of that. Back when we were in college, Chris, do you remember when we went to that breakfast diner place as it was closing? And on one hand, I feel really bad about doing that, but I ordered like the home fries for my potato side for my whatever I was getting, and we got them, and I started eating them, and I'm like, oh no, this isn't right. And I tried to like cover it up because they were ice cold. But like you were sitting right next to me, and you're like, what's going? You were like, what's going on? And it's like, oh, it's nothing. I don't want to bother anybody about it. And then you touched my home fries, and you were like, oh, these are not cooked.
And then I called the chef. Well, then I called the waiter, and I'm like, hey, can we get this heat up? And then everyone gave me death looks, and I'm like, they're frozen solid. And then I think Lucia was there, and she touched it. It's like, yeah, that's still frozen. And the waiter's like, oh shit, okay.
You literally said he asked for no pickles.
Well, like
yeah, the fries were literally, well, they weren't fries. They were like cut up potatoes.
Yeah, home fries.
Whole potatoes, and also
like, these are frozen solid. These were not put in the oven at all.
God, what does that say for me as a human being? Where it's like I like I don't want to inconvenience anybody solely based on.
I will just eat the raw potato.
Well, no, I wasn't gonna eat the raw potatoes. Like the rest of my food was fine. I just wasn't gonna eat the potatoes.
I mean, I had that happen to me recently because somebody I was trying to sell this Transformers set that came in a box that was like 19 inches by 19 inches. So it needed a very large box, and I couldn't find any box locally that was that size. So they said, yeah, I'll send you a box. I'll send you a box that's big enough. And it was waiting and waiting and waiting. And then I went to the post office one day, and I found a box that was specifically 20 by 20 by 20. Like, hey, and I told them, hey, if you have any trouble with that box, I just found a box I can get here. It's like $6. And they're like, no. He was like, no, I got it. And he was like, okay. And then I waited and waited and waited. And he's like, okay, I shipped the box. It cost $103 to ship the box. And it's like, why didn't you tell me that? If you had told me if you had told me that this complication was going to happen, I would have told you to not fucking do that. But you didn't because you didn't want to upset me or some shit. Like you're now $100 additional in the hole because of this.
How the fuck did he get $100 for shipping the boxes?
Literally just a box and bubble wrap. Well, I'm not using that box. I got the other box because it's lighter and more structurally integral. fully shipped up. They're fully shipped and fully packed up and everything. The thing is going to cost at least $60 to ship. So it's going to cost a lot to ship just because it's a big box. I don't fucking know what happened. I don't know how he fucked up this hard, and he didn't fucking tell me.
Like,
He didn't want to inconvenience me.
I regularly sell stuff on eBay, and I'll regularly end up with stuff that's like too big for the boxes I have. So what I'll do is I'll cut up a smaller box, and because if something's sticking out by like 2 inches out of one box, I'll find a box that's like
Yeah.
the same width, and then I'll cut like a 3-inch section of that box off like the top of it, and then just duct tape it to the other box. So now I have something that fits, and it almost never costs that much more to do that.
Well, it's also because the box he sent me was very makeshift, like in the way what you described, and it weighed almost 5 pounds on its own. The box I got before I even cut it up weighed half that.
Jesus.
So I don't fucking know how we did this.
Anyway, so
Where were we?
we were talking about how Rimmer can't like even like in the face of death, he can't like take like what's the word, responsibility for his own his own incompetence, because it wasn't the gazpacho soup's fault. You just suck.
He's the whole episode he's talking about how all of his brothers got all the attention from his parents or whatever. He was talking about, oh, I bet my brother knew what gazpacho soup was since birth. In fact, I bet he was breastfed from it. Gazpacho soup on one side and champagne on the other.
And then he grabbed his titties.
His fetishes are getting oddly specific.
Yeah, but and after all this is revealed, Lister reveals that he is already turned off the other Rimmer.
And then also reveals that the reason that he kind of went through all this with Rimmer is to reveal what gazpacho soup was about about. And then Rimmer is like, you're not gonna like use this against me like in the future, right? Like, you know, like make fun of me, right? And Limmer.
And then he absolutely does.
Yes, he absolutely does. Lister's like, of course not. Let's go get a
drink.
Yeah, let's all get a drink. That would be a super idea. And then we get a smash cut of
smash cut of Rimmer's disgruntled face.
Sorry, I was
his resting disgruntled face.
Hang on, sorry, I'm reading the deleted scenes.
We deleted more scenes of Rimmer being insufferable.
Let's see. Extended scene of the two Rimmers winding each other up in the cinema. Lister muses over the signage the two Rimmers have put up outside their bunk. Wait, didn't we see these?
They have the Rimmers have no smoking signs in their rooms for no reason other than it's their belongings.
Mm-hmm.
And neither of them smoke.
Oh, we forgot about the fucking clippings.
Oh, yeah. Because Rimmer has not had any actual, like, what's the word? Like... accomplishments. He has gone and clipped out, like, what's his first name? Sorry, I gotta scroll up.
Arnold.
He has gone around and clipped out like the first name Arnold and the last name Rimmer from other people's accomplishments and put them on his door, like some sort of weird fucking
self-affirmation
board.
Yeah, like Pinterest board, self-affirmations, vision board. That's what it's called.
I don't have one of those because I'm blind. I forgot what vision was. That guy from Avengers.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? So what was everybody's thoughts on Me2?
If they don't put another character in this show, I'm going to eat my own organs.
Luckily for you.
Yeah, it is the kind of season 3 is when we get a permanent Nova character.
Oh, does he make things a little?
Oh, no.
Okay, Beth, calm down. Season 2 is only 6 episodes as well. Plus, it looks like there are other characters
Oh.
here.
There are
Not
other
like all
characters,
denied.
but like season 3 is when we get another
I'm gonna off myself on
permanent-
YouTube for the views.
No, don't do that.
another permanent other guest.
Well, but then they exile Target permanent.
Avery, what did you think of this season finale, seeing as you've watched all the other stuff?
It's also barely a finale.
Yeah, because I think like season 2 began pretty much immediately after season 1 did. Because I think the first couple of episodes when they aired did so well that the BBC was just kind of like, okay, fine, start season 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would put this in a B, personally. Because I think it is a very funny episode. It's not much of a finale, but I don't think it was ever intended to be, really.
Mm-hmm.
Which one's at D right now?
Oh, that's
In with balance of power.
yeah,
That's okay. Yeah, I'd probably put this at a C.
okay.
It has the same problems I've talked about before, where yes, you can have a character be awful and annoying, then get their comeuppance, but that doesn't mean you didn't have to sit through them being awful and annoying.
But I think this one feels a bit better than Balance of Power because it is also Rimmer suffering at the hands of Rimmer.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing about this one is, the fact, like Rimmer being awful and annoying, this was a direct plot driving device for this episode.
Yeah.
I do at least like the character, the character observation of, or like the character dissection of his self-loathing, and though of course he doesn't learn anything from it, I don't think.
I don't expect him to learn anything the entire time that we watch this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume as
He will get marginally better as the seasons go on. He
yeah.
will never be a different person, I'll say that much.
Yeah, I have to imagine this was mandated.
What was I gonna say?
We'll also get the wonderful explanation of how does program age.
Say that again.
We'll also get the wonderful sci-fi explanation of program age.
You cut out again. I'm sorry, Chris. Say it one more time.
We'll also get the excellent explanation of how does a hologram age.
True.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh,
For some every when you were saying that, all we kept hearing was image.
Yeah, we cut off at the exact same spot.
if I may, like put in my prediction right now. Maybe it's the disc degrading over time. Maybe that's why. Like maybe that's why a hologram
He's
gets
got
older.
one of those he's got one of those CD-ROMs that are breaking down over time.
That reminds me, we were at the event yesterday, and we had that whole conversation with the person selling soap, and talking about how and then we were talking about like VHS and DVDs, and they were just like, they're like, yeah, I heard that of those old things that they could do, and they're like, but can't they be broken? It's like, well, yeah, anything physical can be broken, but digital files can also get corrupted. But then I had to explain how a VHS machine works, and I never felt so old.
At the end of the day,
I think we should kill all young people.
At the end of no, they were very sweet. They were very nice.
They were very sweet, but unfortunately, they are the weakest link, and they will have to die for their crime.
It's also just all media has a physical media will degrade over time. Digital media will corrupt.
Digital media, for digital media, it's just the copying problem. The data will degrade every time it's copied.
Nothing.
Or it may get corrupted, just because like something happens to it.
Fucking bit flip errors from fucking.
Or you end up with shit like Windows decides to update, and then your file no longer works.
Like,
I was actually reading the other day. I was reading TV tropes about Nausicaa Valley of the Winds and how like the best version of that movie is from a like 2011 Blu-ray that's no longer in production, and everything else has like worse audio masters. And like how Cinderella the color grading has just gotten worse and worse with every movie, with every copy of it.
oh yeah, but like the colors have been washed out essentially.
Which is why it's kind of important to have like physical copies of stuff. Unfortunately, physical copies of stuff have their own limits. Like, yeah, we may joke about, oh, VHS is like this old outdated format. Unfortunately, VHS tapes are just better at storing things physical than Blu-ray or DVDs, because DVDs literally melt.
Well, for long-term storage, they are better.
Yeah. Because unfortunately, DVDs
disks
just straight up melt.
We should keep using floppy disks like our the U.S. nuclear system, like punch cards.
Oh, Beth, did you not hear?
Yeah.
Elon Musk's Doge made every one of those long. They got rid of nearly all of it.
Okay, did they replace
They made it all. They made it all They digitized everything, onto like flash drives and stuff, and they're like, we're only using this now. Which is terrible.
Yeah, I have some flash drives that are pretty grody right now.
Yeah.
From existing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I give it a C from Beth.
That's why there was like a bunch of like digital preservation experts that were just like, they're like, yeah, we got rid of all of these old clunky floppy disk and old tapes, and they're like, you what?
Yeah.
And then other people made the joke of like, hang on, I'm just gonna go dig around the dumpster behind the Pentagon and get all the nuclear codes.
Just all these nuclear computers.
Brayden, what did you think of this episode? I haven't heard your.
I kind of liked it. No, not quite. Oh man. It was. I didn't feel. Honestly, I'm not sure I liked it quite as much as Actually, what was that one called? Balance of Power. But I seem to have liked Balance of Power more than everybody else. So, but I mean, it wasn't bad. I think B or C, either one, is an acceptable place to put it.
And it seems that I am the tiebreaker. I've never seen this episode.
What letter did Steg say?
Oh yeah, Chris, what letter did you say?
B.
So 2 B's,
2 C's.
2 C's. I am the decider.
Not the bees.
So yeah, I gotta say, this is kind of a C episode for me. Lister is just so fucking like I get like what's the word? I get that like that's the comedy of this episode. Like, oh, Lister's so insufferable that he doesn't realize that he's insufferable. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna get roasted if I say that the names kind of sound similar, and that's why it's getting confused in my head. So I'm not gonna say that.
100%. It's a 2-syllable name with the primary vowel being an I, a short I sound.
Anyway,
why I keep getting Aura and Akka mixed up.
Anyway, oh, Rimmer gets his comeuppance because he realizes that he he is super annoying. Not now, Super Auto Pets. But oh, did you guys not see the Steam notification?
No, because you're in stream.
Or I wasn't looking.
Well, no, I'm in streamer mode on Discord. I'm not on streamer mode on Steam.
I didn't see it.
Oh,
So,
all right. Anyway, like the reason why I rank this higher than Balance of Power, because in Balance of Power, Rimmer is an asshole through the whole episode, and like nothing comes of it at the end of the day, except for like, oh, I passed my test, but you don't know if I passed my test or not. Oh, but I guess me square.
At least there's value to this episode.
Yeah. Like Lister made Rimmer squirm a little bit with gazpacho soup at the end of the day, but like also at the end of the day,
and also all of the suffering that Rimmer endured was because of
His own
himself.
fault.
yeah, but still, it's kind of a C episode for me. I'm sorry, guys.
No,
This
it's
is
fair.
honestly how I expected this episode to go. Because I knew they weren't going to keep the other Rimmer around. But anyway, this is perfect because now it fills in that gap. And
And
But
now,
Perfectly balanced
they
as all
didn't
things should
answer
be.
they didn't answer one of the prime sci-fi questions.
Oh,
If you fuck your clone, is it gay or masturbate?
I think Rimmer's answer for that question is no. I would not fuck my clone because my self-loathing is that bad. Anyway, tune in next time.
Yeah, you apparently
Oh, sorry.
had sex with a woman at some point, or fisted her. He made a very strange gesture when he said that.
Yeah, I
When he said he gave it to her and then gave him this fished up pose, like it sounds like he beat her.
yeah, I remember. I don't know what you were thinking, but tune in next time where we meet.
Crichton.
Yeah, that's his
Fuck
name.
you.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Yeah. The quad to this quad angle that we won't see for a while after this episode, I guess. I probably shouldn't be
Yeah.
zoomed in this
What?
much. Well, he's
He first appears in this episode, and the fans loved him so much that in season 3
Oh, thank God, another
Okay.
character.
he gets brought back. He gets brought back in as a permanent character.
Like that is the only part that the weird polygonal guy is the only part I knew about Red Dwarf going into this. I didn't even know what it was about.
Even though one thing to note is he does get recast when he comes back in season.
yeah,
I
no,
guess that makes sense. Like if an actor's not available.
well, also his look in the first episode of season 2 versus how he looks in season 3 onward is vastly different. So I was assuming he got recasted.
Yeah.
But
Just fun fact: the makeup for Crichton took 6 hours every shoot.
Jesus
Imagine.
Christ, I would die.
Well, it's all latex.
Also, I was about to ask, no, not ask, but I was about to say, I don't get the point of Cat because I feel like he doesn't really add a whole lot to the episodes. But then it's like, oh wait, no, I don't.
Can you imagine if this show was just Lister and Rimmer?
No,
I kind of feel where you're coming from. I wish that Cat would do more.
yes.
Which he will, but you know.
It's like, I guess it's gonna be different once we add in Crichton, right?
Crichton.
Crichton as well. But right now it's like you have a s'more, but right now it's just marshmallow graham cracker because instead of using like a full piece of chocolate, you have like a crumb of chocolate on the s'more, which is Cat
Diarrhea,
right now.
whatever it was you were talking about with milkshakes.
So what you do is you take milk, right? And then we put cottage cheese in it. And then we sell that as like Midwestern boba.
Homeboy hasn't even talked about the Italian soda boba yet.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
good night, everyone.
Wait, we didn't even talk
Wait, what
about
does that mean?
carbonating the milk yet.
What
Good
does that
night,
mean? What does it mean, Italian soda? What do you mean?
So Italian soda boba, right? You take a nice crisp Italian soda. We're still recording.
Yeah, we're still recording. I need
It's
other.
actually a nice Italian soda. And to make it an authentic like maple staple, And what you can do is you can add some stuff to make it shoosh up a little bit. You can add some like freshly grated mint, and then depending on the flavor of the soda, and then you take those mozzarella balls, right? And then
No!
you start floating. And I'd be like, really go with like a cucumber soda.
See, I stopped listening like maybe 8 words in.
Goodbye, everyone.